HCA is a leading US hospital group founded in the 1960s and headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee.
So here we are talking about the largest listed entity within the hospital space in the United States market. And it's grown, this company, through acquisition, about 165 hospitals and 115 surgery centers, principally in the United States of America, but it does have a few in England as well. Interesting that its market cap, though, is not all that much larger than our Mediclinic.
38 billion US dollars. We've got a price to earnings ratio 19.3. No dividend yield. So we're talking about a stock that is obviously reinvesting for growth rather than giving back to shareholders.
So it's done the typical kind of roll-up where it's been buying facilities using its equity and using its ability to raise lots of money. It's interesting, though, because you'd expect that our healthcare groups, which are, of course, Mediclinic, Netcare, and Life Healthcare, would actually be quite small because we come from a small company. Turns out they're not really. Many of the international markets, you have these national healthcare schemes. So it's only a narrow private sector. The United States is more private, but there are lots of charitable-owned institutions and churches and other bodies, research, university, hospitals. So it's weird. This is actually the largest. But wait till you see its share price. It's been a fantastic performer.
At that share.
Looking great, moving sharply and highly up to the right. That's the only takeaway.
Exactly, and that is breaking the trend that we've seen of that.
I mean, I bought this one about, it must be 9 months or a year ago, and I'm up 40% on it. This has benefited.
Hang on a minute, you bought it 9 months ago and you're up 40%.
Exactly. So notwithstanding the huge lift it's had over the last 5 years, it's gone parabolic in the last period, and that flows directly.
Have you missed the boat if you haven't invested yet?
I don't think so, because at $38 billion, it's still a relatively small player by US standards. It's not a dividend yielder, so you can tell it's in the early stages. It's got dynamic management. It's moving ahead.
Sounds very much like Discovery you mentioned earlier.
I would imagine they're going to continue doing deals, and I guess the only question you've got to ask yourself is, if you buy HCA in the US market, then you're just getting developed market exposure. I must say, though, our Mediclinic I like a lot because it gives you UK, Switzerland, Dubai, Africa. It gives you a nice spread of healthcare options in different markets.
Hot or not on HCA?
Definitely hot, looking good. I think it's, again, the kind of stock you need to have in a sector that can't go anywhere but up.